What's going on, everybody? I'm Miko, and welcome to Just Flippin'. In this video, I'm gonna go over the items I sold from August 29th to September 5th. I believe I sold around 15 items. I'm not gonna go through all 15. Not every single one was memorable. Most of them were pretty good flips, but a lot of them were just kind of like bread and butter, like $5 profits, $7 profits. I showed that as well, just to let you guys in on all of the things that I sell. Anyways, let's jump into it. I'll put the pictures up here on the side of the sold listing. And over here, I'll have what I paid, the gross profits, the net profits after fees, and then at the end of everything, I'll go over the total of what I paid during that week, and then my net, and then my pure profit at the end of the video. So the first item that I sold was an RCA VCR, an AccuSearch 4-head, hi-fi stereo, blah, blah, blah. Anyways, it was a VCR. I paid $8 for that VCR, and my gross sale, it sold for $41.55. My net revenue after fees and shipping comes out to $24.75. Now, a lot of you are probably watching this like, VCRs, aren't those obsolete? And for the most part, kind of. There's a lot of collectors out there and a lot of people that actually use these, and this goes into the valuable VCRs that you want to look for. You want to make sure they're a certain brand, and recorders tend to go for a lot more, and dual combo units as well. So VCRs aren't dead, and people do buy them. This is the second or third VCR I've sold, and I've made decent profit on every one that I've sold. The next item is an Ohio State visor that I paid $1 for. My gross sale was $12.75. After fees and shipping, my net profit was $6.69. This right here is one of the items I was talking about where you won't make an extreme profit every time. I made almost $7 off of this item, but very easy to ship, and the cost of goods was pretty much nothing. I'll take that all day long. That actually adds up. Say, if you have a bunch of hats or a bunch of little items and you sell it for $7 profit each time, it does add up, especially when you're selling big items as well. That's just a nice thing to supplement that, so all of your income doesn't revolve around these one certain big flips you're hoping on. The next one is an item that I've had for way too long, something that I bought when I first started, and something that I'm super happy to part with, and I didn't part with it on a good profit. I sent it all the way to Puerto Rico, which I basically sold this on clearance, kind of just because of shipping. But anyways, I paid $4 for this item, which I shouldn't have bought at all. Had no sell-through. Like I said, it was when I started and I was just buying anything. My gross sale was $28.60. That sounds high, but the majority of that was shipping to Puerto Rico, which was about like $16, $17, I believe the buyer paid. And yeah, probably was about $15 for me to send it. So my net profit after fees and shipping is $10.19. Not the worst profit, not the greatest profit. I'm actually happy that I got rid of it and still made $10. The next item I sold was a pair of Nike Zoom Hyper Race 2s. These white volleyball shoes that I bought it for $1, and the gross sale was $34.20. After fees and shipping, my profit was $20.86. That's a good profit on shoes, especially when you only pay $1 for them. I have this spot I go to, probably call it my honey hole, that I go to for shoes that I can get for $1 or $2. Awesome place. I can find some great things sometimes. Here's an item that I found at a garage sale, and let me tell you, I love garage sales. The ROI on the items are insane, make a lot of profit, and the people are just trying to unload their stuff as soon, as quick, and as much as possible. Anyways, I bought this thermostat, a White Rogers thermostat, new in package. I paid 75 cents for this item at a garage sale, and this item sold for $24.50. It's a light item, so it didn't cost too much to ship. So after fees and shipping, I made about $16.50. Like I said, garage sales, you can have the best luck or the worst luck, how your eye is, what you're looking for, and just the prices you're willing to pay. You really want to get as much as you can for your dollar, and that's pretty much the name of the game. Another item I sold were these pair of walkie-talkies. I got this in a lot with these South Park characters that you can see here. Paid $100 for about 7 to 10 items. So I guess it averages out to $10 an item. I didn't factor this into the ending bottom line because I haven't even sold a lot. I don't even know if I'm going to sell these at all because they're just, I don't know, I love them. Anyways, I sold this for $83.80, new in package. This one was pretty good. Didn't cost too much to ship. After fees and shipping, I netted about $59 off that, so that's awesome. That pays for more than half of the lot, and I still have a few items I can sell from that as well. Make my money back plus some. I could even keep those, probably wait till South Park ends and then sell them. Next item is a random item that I found at the thrift store. It's called a Cortex network adapter. This is another thing I'm talking about here. This thing cost $1. And I took a chance on it just because it was new in package. It was a random piece of technology, and technology is one thing I really enjoy. I don't want to say it's my niche because I do not niche down, but it's one thing that I do gravitate towards more than anything. I paid $1 for this, sold it for $15, and then my net profit after fees and shipping was $8.20. Another bread and butter item. You aren't going to make $50 to $100 on every single flip that you do. You need to move volume. That's part of the game as well. And then moving on to my next item that I sold, which I bought in a big lot. I bought about 10 Avon vintage like car bottles and a bunch of cool little sculpture looking things, still full with the aftershave and the cologne and things like that. It averaged out to about $3 a piece for each unit that I paid for. I sold the Avon Jaguar car. I paid $3. I grossed $21.95 on this sale. After fees and shipping, I netted $10.30. Not a bad sale. If I make $10 on every one, that's $100. I sold another pair of shoes, these Crocs clogs. Females love clogs. I don't know why. They're probably one of the ugliest shoes I've ever seen, but women love them, and I've sold several of them. I've never found a Crocs version of them. I paid $1 for these at my honey hole. I grossed $26.95 on this sale. These weren't super heavy, and after fees and shipping, I grossed $14.72. So that was a really good sale, especially off of $1. The ROI on that was awesome. The next item I'm going to go over, and it's probably my best flip, is a Brother ML100 typewriter. And yes, I said a typewriter. And that kind of goes along with the VCR. People think they're obsolete, but I don't know why people want them, but people do like them. I paid $7 for this typewriter, and I grossed $92.50. It was a little heavy, so the shipping was a little more than I wanted, but that's just something you got to deal with doing business. But even after fees and shipping, my net profit was $58.75. Pretty dang good. And then the next item we're gonna go into here has a lot of sentimental value to me because I played not necessarily this game, but the company that this company bought. I played Pajama Sam, which was created by Humongous Games, and then Infogrames bought them, and then pretty much everything merged. What came from that was Zapper and Spy Fox, and I found this at a garage sale for $1 sealed. The seal was broken. I did list that in the description. But paid $1, and my gross was $49.99. This was super light, so this goes first class. After fees and shipping, I will net $37.35 on that. I love it. I love it, 1, because it's personal to me, and 2, because it netted me a lot of dang money. The next and last item I sold is another good return on my investment, something that you should probably look out for, and pretty good bolo. Not every one is a bolo, so you want to get a little good at finding which ones are valuable and which ones aren't. But it's an Epson ink cartridge, 126. I paid $1 for this, and my gross sale was $19.99. This was light as well, so it went first class. And after fees and shipping, I made $13.18. From $1 to $13, that's not bad. That's a good ROI. So overall, it was a pretty good week. I went at it pretty hard. I listed a ton of items, and I got a lot of good stuff sold. I went out sourcing too as well and brought in some new products to get processed. And let's get to the bottom line here. So my total that I paid for everything that week was $28.75, plus the walkie-talkies, which we'll say $10 I paid. So let's say $38. I grossed $280 off of that. And then after the cost of goods, because we got to take the $28 from the $280, and after the cost of goods from the gross, that leaves me with $251.74 net profit that I had made over 1 week. And guys, this is my side hustle. I do spend a crap ton of time doing it. I do it because I love it, and I do it because I like entrepreneurship, and I hope I can pursue this as a full-time job one day, whether it's this or something that I can scale up. Keep an eye out for future content. My name is Miko, and you were watching Just Flippin'. Anyways, I just wanted to show you guys what I was able to sell over the last week. Hopefully I gave you guys some bolos, things to look out for. I plan on hitting a couple flea markets soon. Want to record my journey on that. I hope you guys have a good one. My name is Miko, and this is Just Flippin'.